Guys, Acer palmatum Johnnie's pink is always noted for that spring color. Check out this fall color. I'm Matt. We're here in Flat Rock, North Carolina to talk to you today about Acer palmatum Johnnie's pink.
Hey, I'm Tim. Welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. We got a cool one for you today, Johnnie's pink. Another one to get excited about here on the Mr. Maple Show. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. We really appreciate that, and shop on MrMaple.com. Acer palmatum Johnnie's pink, a spectacular tree to use out in the garden. We love this plant for its spring color. In the springtime, Johnnie's pink gives you an amazing spring pink out there in the landscape and garden. And then it goes to a green, and then as you can see, you get some really nice oranges to reds in the fall. Amazing plant.
This one actually has some really nice midsummer new growth as well. Oftentimes people will take pictures of Johnnie's pink in that July time frame with that new growth flushing up over top of the greener older growth. Think of this one almost in that corallinum-like family for how long the color stays on that spring color. It is definitely a compact form that's multi-stemmed, that has amazing color. It's another candidate that I would like to see done more in bonsai. This one's very multi-stemmed typically, as you can see from this specimen here, and it would make a great starting point for a bonsai for sure.
We're at the home of John and Jerry Kritikos, good friends of ours and customers of ours. And they've got a lot of really cool Japanese maples out here. And this specimen just struck our fancy today. I mean, the fall color, pretty exquisite. Johnnie's pink is a selection by Johnnie's Pleasure Plants, which was Harold Johnston. He was a pioneer of growing Japanese maples in the South. He was down there in that lower Alabama area, and he really selected a lot of trees that would do well in his area, which meant that they were very heat tolerant. He selected selections like Abigail Rose, Benny Sheehan, and Johnnie's pink. Johnnie's pink is extremely heat tolerant. This is a plant that's easy to grow for most people out in the landscape and garden, and it'll give you some really good spring interest, some good summer flushes during the summer, and a pretty good fall color as well.
Now, one little anecdote I like to tell people about Harold Johnston is we were down in Alabama and we were going to go visit him, and we didn't make it one year. And we said, you know what, we'll go back next year. And the next year we called Harold, and he had passed away the week before that. And so it really impressed on me and Tim that a lot of the knowledge from these older nurserymen, you got to get out there, you got to study it right away. And it really gave us that impression that every time we had the chance, we were going to go and listen every time we could. Harold is such a legendary nurseryman. He's in that category with Del Laux for Japanese maple introductions, where he had so many #1 hits. You know, they had tons of #1 hits, and he was very influential on what Talon Buckholz started to do, and actually was very influential in trading early cultivars with Talon Buckholz. So definitely a pioneer of Japanese maples. And one of the lessons I learned from him, unfortunately, instead of learning a lot from him in person, was don't hesitate to get out there, get guys on camera, talk to them every chance you get. And that's led to us, you know, being more progressive and getting out there as fast as we can to talk to everybody possible. But Johnnie's pink is an excellent cultivar. Again, we often think of this one for that spring color, but this orange right now going on in the garden is such an eye catcher. We've got some midday sun hitting this thing, and it is just glowing with oranges with splashes of red all throughout it. It is everything you could want for a Japanese maple in fall color.
Now, many of you all may say, where did Johnnie's pleasure plants come from? Because his name is Harold Johnston. His wife was actually named Johnnie, and she's a super sweet lady. We had the pleasure talking to her on the phone, and this tree and Johnnie's Giant and the name of their nursery was actually named with her name. So that's where the Johnnie comes from. Great plant to have out in the landscape and garden because it gives you so much throughout the season with Johnnie's pink. Make sure that if you like this plant, if you see it available, get it, because it is one that will sell out very quickly on MrMaple.com. You can always click the notify me button to be notified when this tree becomes available again in the future as well.
Guys, if you like this kind of content, make sure to like it on our YouTube channel. It's the Mr. Maple Show if you're watching this one. And we air daily content on this channel, from walkthroughs to amazing cultivar highlights and all kinds of content. We actually even drop a podcast every single week. You can find that on all major podcast platforms as the Mr. Maple Show, or you can watch it here on YouTube on Sundays at 8 p.m.
Thanks for watching.
Take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.